Hey there, and happy, gosh, what is today? Thursday. I feel like I'm really off because I haven't been like on schedule with doing a lot of videos lately for you guys, but that's my goal for March, is just to like give you tons and tons of inspiration and ideas. And I already dropped my card. Okay, so something that I've been excited about showing you and just getting to it today is the Silly Goose stamp set. I think it is so cute. And hi there, Donna. And for me, not having done anything live on videos for you yet, it has been a very good seller for me. So I know that I'm not crazy when I know that you guys already love this stamp set as much as I love the Silly Goose stamp set. So I used it for my team swap, which we had a team meeting here Monday night, and so I thought, how can I like kind of take that idea? So sometimes I think we're all in the same boat. Like, I already have the idea, why reinvent the wheel? So the gals seemed to like it the night of the team meeting. So I'm like, I'm just going to kind of revamp how I lay out my cardstock colors and how I cut it, and bring you a similar card, because these cards will go out to people that have been ordering already this month in March, and those that will order from me in March. And so then the cool thing is my team shouldn't be ordering from me because they're ordering from themselves, because they get their discount like all demos do. So I know that I can do a similar card knowing I'm not doubling up on who's getting the card. Hey there, Tori from South Carolina. I'm so jealous. Keep sending the pictures so I know what you're up to, and I know that the beach hasn't changed or anything, or your tan hasn't faded. That's great. All right, so let me get my camera turned around here so that you can see things a little bit better. Alrighty, raise your hand if you have the Silly Goose stamp set already. Whoops, I don't want to get, oh, you know, I always feel bad when I forget to, at the top of my thing, top of my workstation, to put like the current host code, which is my own host code right now. I don't have any virtual hostesses lined up yet for March. That could change, but I forgot my own host code, so I'll post that with the still shot after I get done with my video. So here is the card that I'm going to make for you guys today. I'm going to get some better lighting on that, and here is the card that I made for my team swap. So same designer series paper, the Regency Park here, and I'll show you how easy it is to cut that pretty paper at an angle and make that work. And I went straight on. So for those of you that go, okay, that just looks like it might throw me for a loop, even though it's easy, I just kind of wanted to show you the difference too, and how you can make different layouts look different but the same. And Pam just joined, and Pam, there's going to be a little bit of coloring today, so that's fun for you. So where this is coming from, Silly Goose, is in this mini catalog on page 27. Now, something to keep in mind, I think there's 4 stamp sets that are like this. The Silly Goose, I love the images. They're just all so cute. And then it's got the great sentiments to go along with it. But when it's time to order, you can see that you can order the stamp set in the clear mount, which is the red rubber, or the photopolymer, which is see-through. I chose to do, oh, you can't see it on the back of it. I chose to do photopolymer just because I thought lining up those greetings and just, you know, it's just nice to see through it. So that's what I chose. The price is the same, but you just get to pick what you want for that choice on there. So that's where that's from. And then if I just flip a couple more pages, page 31, that's where it has the 6x6 Regency Park designer series paper. And I'm also going to be using these Milky Dots too, which have been a very, very popular accessory. Anytime people start ordering these, like you guys have been ordering these, I always go, okay, if everybody's ordering these, they're going to be sold out quick. And so far they haven't. So I'm glad that every time somebody orders them, I'm like, okay, people love these, because I use these colors a lot, and I just love the variety in there, because there's some of the colors that like I grab for all the time when I'm looking for accessories to match. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited that they're still in. So that's always good. So let me get started then with making the card with Silly Goose. Thanks, Kay, for sharing the video. So Kay's here from North Carolina. Tori's tuning in from South Carolina. It sounds like we all need to go on vacation, doesn't it? Okay, so The Regency Park, I haven't brought this out for you either. I love the color combinations in here, kind of the petal pink, night of navy, balmy blue, some kind of tropical looking. So if you've been anywhere tropical, or if you're Kay or Tori, you could be using these kind of tropical floral patterns here. And I just love the way the red pops with that. And then even just these itty bitty little tiny things here, flowers, I mean, and then the bold ones. And then the back, you've got like crushed curry, balmy blue. I should double check before I say that. Oh, mango melody. Sometimes I get that confused. Okay, mango melody, some more balmy blue, and then the petal pink and balmy blue here. These kind of mimic that new cane weave embossing folder. So it would be fun to put these pattern papers with the embossing folder too. I think that's kind of a neat idea. Hi there, Connie. And then we've got some more florals here with some more of the mango and the navy and the let's see, what's the red color? It is Sweet Sorbet. That's what I thought, but I just want to make sure. So these are 6x6 Regency Park from the mini catalog. So that's where I'm getting this from. And with the card that I'm making today, you can get a lot of card fronts from this whole package of the 6x6 Regency Park. So I started for my team swap card anyway. I love the pairing of the petal pink and navy, and I don't know if I've really used that much together as much as I love blue. I don't know if I've ever used those two colors together as a color combination, and I love how it turned out. So what I did for this to do that cut is I know I'm going to be doing a double mat, which means my card base is a typical 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 folding this way, and then my next layer is going to be that 1/4 inch step down, so 4 inches by 5 1/4 this way. And so then with the next layers, even though they're cut diagonal, then it will be a 1/4 inch down. So that's going to be a total of 3.75 by 5 inches. And so with that, then what I do is just take one of these pieces here and cut that, like I'll cut it 5 by 3.75. And then in my trimmer, pretend this piece at 6x6 is 3.75 by 5. And then I'll just line these points up in the grooves of my trimmer, and then I just trim it that way, and then I've got those two triangles that I can put together. So that's how that comes together. So just a little tidbit, because sometimes it's like, okay, it doesn't seem like it should be that hard. Or if you've never even thought about, like, oh, I've never thought about making a card look like that. Well, now you don't have to think it through. I've just told you how to do that. So Connie's asking a good question. How do you know when people come on? So sometimes people will tell me, oh, I've seen all your videos and I never see their name pop up. So maybe they're watching on replay, which is totally understandable, because I would think the majority do watch on replay. But I'm wondering if it's people that have actually liked this page. And so then when you come on, it'll just say, like Connie Davison is watching. And so that's why I say hello. And so if you've not liked my page and popped on, maybe that is why you go, why does she ignore me every time I'm on? I don't know. I'm not quite sure what makes Facebook tell me that you're watching, but some names pop up and some don't. So that's my best explanation for you. When it comes to Facebook things, I am not like 100% on my game to know everything, and I'm okay with that too. All right, so I'm going to get back to making my card. Hey there, Carol. Today is a cute card that you might like, Carol, with just a little bit of coloring, not a lot. Okay, so I've got the blues here. And so instead of doing the diagonal, what happened when I did all of these diagonals and cut my cardstock, then I had all of these 5 by 2 inch pieces here that I could kind of like pair up and go, okay, that goes with that. And I do like the pinks and the blues together. So knowing for people that are ordering in March to get my March special and get the cards, you're going to be getting like a different variety that I'm sending out of navy, balmy blue, petal pink, and such. And so then what I might do is just take something like this one and pair it with that, and you might get more of a petal pink or a blue or something, or even like this little floral pattern I like too. So what I'm doing to show you this card is this is actually one of the leftover pieces, and then I cut this one 5 by 2 inches, and then you can get obviously like 1, 2, 3 of these from one 6 by 6 sheet. So this I'm just going to measure here. When I cut diagonal, oh, it's actually giving me 2 1/4. So when I cut it, yeah, obviously 3.75 by 5, it's going to give me 2 1/4 of this. So I've got 2 1/4 and 2, and that's going to overlap. All right, so before I put this together on my balmy blue, I'm going to cut the stylish shape circle out there. Hi there, Jeannie. And the stylish shapes are back in. I didn't realize how many people were wanting those stylish shapes dies until they came back in. And then all of a sudden, wow, in came orders for stylish shapes dies. And I was excited about that because it's one of the sets that I've been using tons and tons, and will continue to, because it's just such a great versatile set. So I'm taking my balmy blue, that's going to be my layering piece here, and I'm going to cut this right out of the middle for paper saving and kind of to reduce the bulk on my card, because nobody is going to see the very middle of my card, so that works great. So this is the only thing that I'm die cutting and using my machine for. So like I said, I'm going to end up having that be covered up, and then this is going to be the stitched stylish shape. Connie's asking, what on other side of striped? So this is still Regency Park. If you're thinking like this striped, I don't know if it's this card, because I've been kind of going back. This is the one for my team swap. Both of these are from Regency Park, and then this one and this one are from Regency Park too. So maybe I should hold it up closer, because this almost looks like it could be plain balmy blue until you look a little closer, and then you can see the pattern there. So and then if you're looking at this one, the back side that I just cut, this one is balmy blue, and then this one's petal pink and navy together. So I'll keep building on the card that I'm making for you guys, so that I don't maybe confuse you with the other one. But like I said, they're so similar, and I always think it's so great to show versatility. If you're getting a especially a whole package of paper, then you can see how you can make different cards look different, but using the same products, which is always great. So I'm just going to layer this, the balmy blue, on top of my night of navy, and then I'm going to use that Regency Park DSP, cut 5 by 2 inches here. Kind of got a balmy blue pattern, and then this one ended up being 5 by 2 1/4, so it's going to have a little bit of an overlap that way. Hello there, Nancy, good to have you on here. So yeah, ask away for questions if you've got questions, because it's easier to address those sometimes as I'm working than try to go back and figure out what I was working with at the time too. So that's always good. All right, so now we've got the card base built up here, and next what I'm going to do is do my stamping of the silly goose. So this is going to be an obvious birthday card. So I'm going to get out my Memento ink black pad. These should be coming in any day. I know some of you had tried to order these pads and the re-inkers too, and they're both on back order till the week of March 6th. So I would expect them hopefully any day now. So that's my product update for that. Hey there, Linda. All right, so I'm inking up my cute little goose and the balloon. He's holding the balloon there. So I'm going to set that aside, and now it's going to be our coloring lesson. So let me get my camera closer and get that down as close to my workstation as possible. And I'm going to do my coloring here for you guys. So you can take, for those of you that had Mango Melody when those blends were in, those are good too. I always like to remind people that sometimes, even though I use current things, like current colors, I should say, like Daffodil Delight here, sometimes I can remind you also that the products that you may have purchased that you still have that are just fine, Mango Melody is a really good substitute as well. So Daffodil Delight here, and I don't do the two tones for the blends just because the areas are so small. And then next I'm going to go in with Light Smoky Slate. And I think every time I use the Light Smoky Slate, I go, oh boy, do I have the dark, because it always seems to be a little bit darker, but then I give it like 30 seconds and then it really lightens up as it dries, and it does dry quickly because it's an alcohol marker. So I'm just going to outline my goose here, and this is where I tell people like Carol that aren't always fond of coloring that this doesn't take long to color because I'm just outlining the goose here. So I'm just adding little tiny strips of color here and there. So I'm just outlining the whole goose on the inside and then going over like the wings in the inside there. And then that's all for the Light Smoky Slate. And then I'm going to take the, here we go. I've got my blues. I've got some balmy blue. There we go. The light and the dark balmy blue, and then Night of Navy in the lightest. So I'm going to start with the darker balmy blue, and I'm just going to outline this balloon here. And then I'm going to kind of go over a little heavier where the sketch artist for Stampin' Up! Kind of did the extra lines on the balloon. And then I'm going to go back with my light balmy blue and just kind of go back over that, blending the two colors together. And then I'm going to go over this cute little party hat on the duck's head, and it's a striped party hat. So I'm going to go over a couple of the stripes with the light balmy blue. And now I'm going to take the light Night of Navy and just fill in every other of the other stripes on the party hat. And then that goose is now complete. So it really didn't take much to color that in. Hey there, Lisa, I thought of you today as I was putting together the card because it's a blue card. So let me kind of back up my camera angle so you can see my workspace. So next what I do, because I love you guys that I send out these cards to, I literally go ahead and fussy cut this whole design out of this goose. And so the other night I put on my audiobook and I was like, okay, I can cut these out because my audiobook is getting really good and really exciting, guys. But for you guys, you don't have to listen to my audiobook because I cut out the goose ahead of time. How's that? So I'm just going to toss that other goose aside for later and I'll finish coloring it out. But I thought you guys would love that you didn't have to sit and watch me fussy cut around that. And it's not too bad. I mean, you do have to get into some areas between like the little web feet and the balloon and such. But like I said, if you have like a movie that you're watching or something, it always seems to go a lot quicker. All right, so to put this together, I'm going to put a couple dimensionals, regular size, kind of on the body of the goose, and then grab my mini dimensionals, whoops, and put one around the head and kind of that hand holding the balloon. So I've got kind of two of each, the regulars and the minis. Get those papers off, whoops. And then that's going to be ready to stick on top of my circle here, like so. And the joy of working with a circle is that I can just plop this here and you don't have to go like, is it centered or not, or is it crooked? Because you just move your circle after you put it on there. So yes, Lisa, of course you love the colors, and Pam loved the coloring lesson. So yeah, not a lot to really like teach about that, just because it's just kind of shading a little bit here and there with keeping the majority of it white. So, but it does add a lot to add a little pop of color. So now in the back of my circle, I just kind of put like 4 dimensionals. And now this is ready to go I kind of center it, but put it down a little bit because we're going to add a sentiment across the top, and I want to leave plenty of room for that. So now for my sentiment, I'm going to open up my Night of Navy ink pad. And there's some cute sentiments here. The first one being, a silly goose told me it's your birthday. Got a thread there or something. And so what I'm going to do, and this is the joy of having it be photopolymer, is I'm inking that up in Night of Navy. And then I'm stamping that out on just a 1/2 inch strip. So you might go, ooh, that's kind of skinny, but you can kind of make that work when it is the photopolymer. And then I'm just going to kind of trim to make the edges similar. And then I'll flip that over and just take my edge here of my dimensional and kind of just use that little trim piece here. You've been seeing me do that a lot. And just peel off the backing, and then that's going to go right across there like so. And now this is ready to put across the top. So I'm just going to kind of center it, and it's kind of like not giving equal to this because this piece here is wider than this one, but just kind of centering it over the circle. A silly goose told me it's your birthday. And then for the inside, I think like this is so cute. I'm going to grab my 4 inch by 5 1/4 piece, Sending Gaggles of Good Wishes. So I'm just going to stamp that across the top like so. And I thought, you know, I need a little something else to kind of go with the theme of, if you know me, I like to carry over the inside to the outside and such. Okay, so Jeannie says she just got the stamp, said she wasn't going to. So yeah, isn't that something how you always go, okay, I knew as soon as I saw this that I was going to love the stamp set, and I couldn't wait to get it. So it was on my order form like right away, kind of like those new online exclusives. I don't know if you guys have ordered some of those yet, but as soon as that order comes, I'm going to be showing you what I got from that. To continue on, this is the goose that we used on the front of the card. I'm just inking up kind of the top part of it, and he's going to peek out there on the bottom of my card. So I have that then kind of following through to coordinate the front and the inside too. Hi there, Pam. And so let me just get some adhesive on the inside, and then that will coordinate inside and outside. And as promised, I have my embellishments here too that I told you about that I was going to use, and that's the adhesive backed Milky Dots from the new mini catalog. And you can see here we've got some of the, I think it's very vanilla, but I'm not sure, Petal Pink, Night of Navy, and then this is also, I think, Mango Melody. I should check on that because I've got it right here, and I think I told you it's page 31. Because sometimes, you know, we all wonder, don't we, what it really is. Okay, yep, Mango Melody, Night of Navy, Petal Pink, and White. So the white kind of threw me off because I feel like it could be used with Very Vanilla because it's kind of, because it's the Milky Dots, it's kind of got that milky finish to it. So like any of these and like a lot of Stampin' Up! Products, the reason I love their accessories is even though it says a color, it coordinates so well with so many of our other colors because the hues are meant to just work together well. So we've got that. So I'm just going to use a couple of the large size and then one small size and putting 3 because odd numbers are attractive to the eye. So yeah, that just works well. And thanks, Pam. I think it is fun. I don't like to spend a lot of time on the inside of cards. And I like how you say like that I try to coordinate. So I'm always like, how can I make it coordinate without like spending just as much time on the inside as the outside? Because I always feel like, okay, I want everybody to enjoy the outside. And usually that's what's kind of displayed most. So, and then it leaves plenty of room for your personal sentiment there too. So thank you so much, Kay, for sharing my video too. I enjoy sharing it with you guys. So that is today's card number 1 for the month of March. So let me tell you, if you're newer to my channel here on YouTube or Facebook Live, thank you, Tori. Thanks, Carol. Oh, and Connie, that's really good. Connie says that she writes on her packaging what colors are those embellishments. I feel like I use my packages up so much, like it's gone before I realized like what it was. Thanks so much, Lois. I appreciate that. So how you can get my set of 8 cards that I'm going to be demoing this month here on Facebook Live and also on YouTube is order a minimum $75 order using my special host code this month, and then you'll get the 8 cards for free as a thank you for your order. So it's kind of like if you're liking some of the things I'm making, and don't we all go, oh, I wish I had that sample so I know the measurements, you know, the colors, the layout, everything. So that way you get those things, those cards, those projects mailed to you. And because of Stampin' Up! Rules and policies, they are 100% put together when they are mailed to you. I can't do kits with stamped images because that's against Stampin' Up! Policy. So that's how they come to you, is all fully made up as my thank you to you for ordering. So if you think, okay, I've ordered a lot, we just had celebration, so some of you might go, you know, I went really overboard. Just let me know that you want the cards, the set of 8, and I will send those to you for $25, and that includes the postage or local delivery. So if you have any questions on anything like those new online exclusives that went live yesterday or anything else, please let me know. That's what I'm here for. Have a good night, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I have a class to plan for on Monday, so my goal is to get that finished up tonight so that I can come to you with another video tomorrow. Take care, and thanks so much, Linda. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.